What's up, wizards? Is that a good intro?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right,
that's
cool.
fine. It's Rogue Wizards. Those are my two favorite classes as well. It's Rogue Wizards on Game Soup. Guess what? This game came out literally today. It's September 27th, 2016. That's when this game was released. By Spellbind Studios.
Yeah, developed and published by Spellbind Studios, and we'd like to thank the developers for providing us with a review copy of this title.
Yeah, we were excited. We actually had this game just before the embargo lifted on the 26th. We got in early on something. It felt cool.
Yeah, it's pretty rare for GS. Usually we're a little behind on our games. So we don't have a big staff here.
Yeah. So I did spend a little bit of time this morning just trying to get a feel for the game before we came into it. We want to go in totally blind, you know. Just mostly blind is fine with us. So I'm not that far, maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and I don't know, I'll let the gameplay speak for itself, mostly. It's tile-based.
Yeah, tile-based, turn-based roguelike game, right?
Yeah, it plays a lot like any top-down roguelike. It's basically an isometric roguelike in a lot of ways. It's got that turn-based combat, it's got a whole lot of systems, inventory, but everything is pretty snappy. I really like the UI. It takes a lot for me to like a UI, and this does a pretty good job so far. Yeah, check that out. When
you mouse over,
yeah,
this is something goofy to talk about.
Yeah, I know.
This is such a small thing, but yeah, that feels that has a good feel to it.
Yeah, I like the dumbest
visual
things,
there.
But for me, it's really the details, and like when you mouse over things, and it gives you information about it. That's critical, and not enough games do that.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So
another game to look at for UI and for just overall feel is Duelist, which we played recently on the channel. Even if you're not into collectible trading card games.
Yeah. That was still nice.
Yeah.
Quite nice. So I'm not doing too hot here. I'm actually about to die. I'm going to heal. Oh, that's better.
So do you control both characters?
No, this is your companion.
Okay, so that's...
Oh, okay, this is something I didn't know. My health potion heals her too. So you play as this character. But you can take companions with you into these dungeons.
I wasn't a huge fan of that font.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
which one?
That one? Text bubble, the speech bubble font for the characters.
I hadn't even noticed it. I did not even notice.
We like to point out some critical analysis of games as well.
We like to point out the meaningless details in games.
We do. We pointed out a meaningless, very positive, not meaningless, just a tiny detail that we loved in the UI, and then a small detail that we didn't love quite as much.
So this is the third floor of the stretch dungeon, which is like the first real dungeon of the game, just after the tutorial.
Okay. And
there's a hub world where, it's just like a map where you click on the place you want to go, whether it's the store or the tavern to pick up quests or something like that, So a lot of those very familiar tropes and everything, but what really sucked me in at first was the visuals.
Wow.
They look really good.
Yeah, when you zoom all the way. Yeah, these are drawn in a very high resolution, so that when you zoom in, you still see it. It still looks like it's at 720 or 1080. It's very high res.
We're playing at 1080 right now.
Yeah, I don't see any. It doesn't look pixelated. So yeah, I think these sprites are drawn very large, so that you can zoom in and still see them in full detail. So that's very nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Graphically, it's just so clean. I don't know if I've seen a game as clean as this in recent memory.
So good job on that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm on fire.
Yeah, UI and graphics get a plus from us.
I heard this game gets hard pretty quickly, and by I heard, I mean I read it on the Steam store page. I guess we'll have to see for ourselves.
If it's a real roguelike, then it's gonna get hard, because that's
crap.
Kind of part of roguelikes is that they are very hard.
What did that guy just do to us? He just sucked our soul.
And you learn as you go. You learn from dying again and again.
Yeah, as it is with many games now. Every game now has some sort of progression. That's the flavor of the decade, I guess. So we do have this.
I think roguelike and roguelite mechanics. They like procedural generation. I think that's kind of the hot thing.
Yeah, we talked about this last week, actually.
Yeah.
How that's happening everywhere, and sooner or later it's going to come back full circle. Where
that's my prediction, at least.
I think you're right. Just that at this point in time, for some reason, that's just what's big. I mean, it's certainly easier to develop, to some extent. Not exactly the same.
I like the design of that guy.
Yeah, I like a lot of the character designs and the enemy designs. I think they're all pretty cool. So the gameplay is pretty slow, though. You can click here and you can see the whole floor. We've barely just covered this one area, and the maps so far have been a little bit bigger than this, maybe about that size or so. And I'm sure they get much bigger. Also, you can freely teleport once there will be waypoints further in. You can just freely teleport between them and the entrance and the exit.
That's cool. So it saves you time with just traversing through. Yeah, that's a really nice touch.
There's a huge quality of life thing because I played what was the on rails Diablo that I played a couple weeks ago? I was telling you about it. Oh, I can't remember the name. There's an on rails Diablo style game that just came out on early access, I think, and that game didn't have any teleporting. So you had to like slowly meander through each hallway until you got to the end of each floor. So I don't know, the small things like this, that just letting you teleport freely are always nice.
This looks like a difficult room. You may meet your demise.
I think we're gonna die
here. Maybe retreat and get them to funnel into the hallway. I have no idea how to play the game, but that seems like maybe a viable strategy.
Oh, and that's funny because that's one of the most important things to do in a roguelite or roguelike is to retreat and, like you said, funnel enemies into a hallway just so you can take them one by one. But that's not doing it. It's not doing it at all.
These guys have some kind of a magic spell that's really fucking you up. Oh no, this might work. Do you got another one of those magic spells? There you go.
There we go. Okay, so they're weak to sky. We're doing fire, but okay, it works.
Yeah.
Let's look at the UI real quick.
Fuck yeah.
In here. Yeah, UI. Really exciting.
I'm excited by it.
So
if you're a game designer or you're a developer or you just really love video games, you might be excited by a UI.
Yeah. One thing that I think is particularly noteworthy here that I don't know if I've seen this done quite the same in any other game is that every item here has a rank and it just levels up as you use it, It's like Final Fantasy, what was it, 2 did that? Where you could use a weapon enough? Or maybe Morrowind, I think, did that as well. You jump enough times and you get better at athletics. But this is, the more times you take damage, you can rank up this tunic, or the more times you attack with your sword, you can level it up. So this is rank 4 of 6.
Yeah.
So just as you use stuff, it gets better, which is kind of an interesting touch.
Yeah, in a game like this, you want to have, you don't always have to have, but it fits a game like this to have a lot of micromanaging like that.
Yeah.
Because you want to increase your chances at success in a very difficult game, and there's just a lot of stuff to tweak. So if that's your kind of thing, micromanaging and tweaking your items stats and your character stats and everything to maximize your amount of success, which a lot of people like, then this is going to be this kind of game, and this game in particular probably is going to be something that's going to be up your alley.
Also worth noting, I'm level 2 now. I'm just barely about to be level 3, and I've been playing for like 40 minutes or 45 minutes total. So it could be a very slow game, if that's your thing, which it kind of is for me. I really love dungeon crawlers like this.
Yeah, this is definitely more Ed's kind of game, but I've gotten into games like this in the past. It's not out of my my purview. Is that the right
purview?
It's not out of my completely out of my interest, but I tend to like more action-oriented games and brawlers, which we just played. We just finished playing Lost Castle. Yeah, but that'll probably air after this.
So you just noticed that I actually can no longer attack with this fireball because it uses a consumable to recharge, which is called Crimson Ash. Requires 2 Crimson Ash. Joe, guess how many I have?
Fuck
0.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, you don't have any Crimson Ash?
0.
What's that red thing? Is that just your fireball spell, right?
Buckler and ring. Yeah, this is the spell that I can no longer use.
Crimson Ash. It's just crimson colored. Okay.
So
you're the expert here.
I am. So we saw this cauldron. This is I've seen a bunch of these. They show up a lot. Lets you just create crafting materials so you can craft other stuff, but we can't do anything with that now. So I guess we'll just keep going.
We used to really be into desktop dungeons. That was kind of my roguelike game.
I went back and played that after it came out. Like I played it maybe last year, and I didn't 100% it because that's insane. That game is so hard. Bless you, sir.
Excuse me.
This is not looking good. This is really not looking good.
You don't have any more healing? What's that red potion? Isn't that a healing?
Yeah, it is. We're just taking damage. Like I can't retreat anywhere safely here.
That enemy's called a Malevolence?
Weak Shadow Lord.
This one's called a Shadow Lord.
Oh, maybe the other one was. Well, at least we found a lot of money. We're rich.
He's
but dead. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. So it does seem to be
heal?
Pretty challenging so far. Yeah. Yeah, let's.
Wait, that's a full heal.
Yeah. Which is nice. Okay,
so now you're doing alright.
Yeah. Just to make sure that we craft a lot of those when we can.
So does this game ease you into it, or it seems like it kind of drops you in, but it gives you enough tools that you kind of know what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's a very short tutorial dungeon, and that explains everything I needed to know up to this point.
Because we didn't show that on the show, so that would be useful to comment on.
We could start a new game if you want and just see what it looks like.
This is probably going to be more interesting, though, to watch.
That's kind of what I thought.
If you think that the tutorial was good, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I thought it did a really good job at explaining things. But, you know, after this dungeon, we'll get back to town, and I'll show you what that looks like. I guess that's the other half of the game.
Wow. Fireball?
Cannot.
Oh, yeah. We don't have any.
No. So, Alright. Oh, there's a waypoint, though. So actually, we can go back to town now. We might
can you go back to town and the enemies won't respawn or anything?
I don't think so.
It'll just
but
leave
actually,
it how it is.
Oh, I don't want to say either way. Yeah, let's find out, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's what we do on Wild Game Appears.
Yeah, blind impressions.
We experiment and figure out how the game works. We see how it ticks.
So let's go back to... Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is only going to take us back to the last floor.
Maybe.
Let's just keep going, because this is the third floor. We might be at the end anyway. Like the end of the dungeon. Who knows?
Okay, cool.
Plus we have all these health potions. We'll get back there eventually.
I was going to say, this is probably going to be our longest string of Wild Game Appears episodes.
Yeah, I think so.
We just posted, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. We posted a bunch of them in a row. Then there's going to be this one, and there's going to be a bunch more coming, because we hadn't posted a Wild Game Appears episode for a while, and we didn't have any new games to play, so we started playing a few free-to-play games. And then I went ahead and requested a bunch of review copies of games, as we do on GS a lot of the time, and we don't always get all of them, but this time we got like most of them already. so we have a lot to play now. So,
and you know, all the weeks that we were recording, we were like, man, there's nothing good coming out. There's nothing good this week.
And then all of a sudden, we found a bunch of games that look pretty awesome. So
it just seems to happen sometimes.
And this was one of them.
Yeah, this was one of them. This caught me completely by surprise. There's so many roguelikes coming out now these days, so it's so hard to keep track of all of them. There we go.
Yeah, there was that dragon fin soup. Do you remember that one?
Oh, yeah, that's been out for a while, though.
Yeah, that's been out for a while, but that was...
Did you play that?
A little bit.
Is that like a traditional roguelike? Or...
I think, yeah, I guess so. It's pretty similar to this. There's a lot of inventory management, though, which I didn't really like that.
Yeah.
That's not really my thing. This looks a little bit more like I might enjoy this more. Just so far.
I mean, is anything like Divinity Original Sin's inventory management? Because you remember that. That was just a nightmare.
It might have been. It was about that, maybe more. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't play it. I didn't play it enough. I kind of got bored with it.
No.
I got it because it was free on the PlayStation 4.
Oh, nice.
It was like the free game for one of the months. So.
Don't drop rocks on my head.
Ah. So I don't feel bad like if I don't get into it.
Yeah. Don't drop rocks on my... Oh, thank God. Everything just dies in one hit. I think this weapon's really good. Hey, a spear. I wonder if that does has a long range. Oh, gaining level grants spell points. Spend them here and back at home. At your tower. Is this the font that you didn't like?
Yeah, it's alright. Actually, this on second look, it's alright, but I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not as bad as I thought initially. But.
So when you level up, you can upgrade one thing on your spell tree, and you can also get 4 attribute points. So you can already see what I've put in here. Finesse. So we've got our 3 standard.
Like, I like this font. Like,
yeah, I like this one too. Actually,
the one that this menu is in. It fits the game pretty well. I don't think it would be good for the text bubbles though. It doesn't look like a great text bubble font, but for a UI font, it looks pretty good.
So here's the spell tree. Here's where we are. Level 2 Fireball. Mm-hmm. We just unlocked all of these, I think. Ooh, teleport and recover. Interesting. Freeze. Create a blizzard at the target. 87 cold damage. Okay.
72% chance to freeze. That's a pretty big chance to freeze.
Summon a level 3 Sentinel for 10 turns. Alright, so these are the 6 classes of magic elements in this game. There was like fire, ice, sky.
I guess you get all of them, right? Eventually you probably get all of them.
Probably. Chance to banish each level 3 target within 4 tiles? Is that like an X zone type move? You just instant kill? Seems like it. Just instant kill. Alright. Level 3 death. Sentinel, we already looked at that one, and what was this one? Stalagmites. Or we can upgrade our fireball.
That makes like a wall, I think. Stalagmite.
Yeah. It seems like it.
Yeah, stalagmite is the one that comes from the ground. And stalactite comes from the ceiling. I know that for some reason.
It's because they hold on tight to the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
That's the mnemonic. Let's go with freeze. I don't know what we need. Oh, what is this thing? It requires aqueous crystal.
Oh boy.
Huh.
We need an aqueous crystal.
Okay, so I'm getting the hang of this. So
what's force of nature? Can we see what that? I'm just curious.
It summons 3/2/2 treants. 597.
Send a force of nature striking enemies within 2 tiles as it travels 8. Oh, it's like a line attack, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Requires swarm at rank 20. Okay, so
a lot of progression. We're not going to be seeing that on this episode of GS.
No, maybe I'll get there off the show sometime.
Yeah.
Oh no, this looks like a game I could really sink my teeth into. I don't know how the long-term playability of it will be, like the replayability or just keeping your attention.
Initial reactions are good though.
Yeah. So far, I'm liking almost everything it does. And I'm a sucker for, like I said, a good UI. I'm a sucker for these clean visuals. It's very clean.
Yeah, you can definitely tell what's what.
There we go.
You can tell everything apart, and it's not even as important for a game like this because it's not an action game. You have plenty of time to look at everything and react, but still, it looks better when the graphics are clear what everything is. Like everything in the background, it's mostly grays and browns, and the characters are very saturated and brightly colored, which that's a style that I like. I like when the background and the objects are separated from the characters and enemies. And of course you want the brightest things to be things that are going to hurt you or things that you want to grab. And this game does that.
Yeah. So far so good. So I don't know why this lady's following me. I just found her down here in the dungeon. She decided that it would be good to tag along. Oh wait, this is where we started, huh? Let's see. Man, this floor, it feels massive, but it's not. It's not that big at all. Okay, we have to go over here. Let's teleport here and then we'll get a little bit closer. So you do move kind of slowly, but
you teleport from the stairs or a teleporter, or just from anywhere once you have a teleport? Okay.
From anywhere, yeah.
Even if you're in combat? Or no?
I don't know about that.
Well, we could test it.
We could. Buckler of Dexterity. Okay, so every time you level up a piece of equipment, it gains a new enchant. So now we have 16 damage reflected to melee attackers.
Yeah, thorns then.
Thorns. And this one, what did I have earlier that got upgraded?
Do you always have to play as this character, this guy? Is he like the main character in the game?
I would assume so. I would assume so. Yeah, this is what it defaulted to.
Okay.
I think you can change the name.
Okay, I was just wondering if there were like different classes, but maybe you just build this guy to be however you want it.
Yeah, I think that's...
There's different spells and...
Oh, cool.
So there's some customization available.
Why are these gaining levels now? Oh, maybe just because I'm walking around. Oh, so maybe like tunics and stuff gain abilities or gain experience as you just walk around. Instead of actually being okay.
That looks like a boss. He's giant. He's a giant version of this guy. Oh, it gets a little bit pixelated when it zooms in.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's so barely. Even then, it's barely noticeable. Man, these just look so clean. I like that. Okay. Well, weakness to sky. We don't have any sky. All we have is ice and fire. I guess we'll use... I should have equipped this before. Oh well. You jerk. Oh. He's level 4.
What level are we?
3?
Oh, we'll get him.
Probably, yeah. We have all these health
potions. We have 2 guys, too. We have 2 characters.
Yeah,
you just
jerk.
took some damage there. Oh, yeah, and we also have a potion. I think we got him.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Do we have an area attack?
LOL. No.
Yeah, does the priest do an area?
I don't think it's, is it? Let's check.
Okay. We have time to do that.
We have to create a blizzard at the target location. No, just 1. All right then, sir. Sir, that's checkmate.
Take it. Got one.
We got one of them.
Yeah, I would recommend killing the ads.
That's a good strategy. That almost always seems to work. Hey, look. Oh wait,
it did hit
an area. Did. Maybe it is a range. It's a range of. Is it that blue area?
Yeah, I think it is. The area that turned blue. I think so. So it might be one square around the tile. I think that's what it is.
Okay, that's a good range. I shouldn't have used the last cast of it then. Because
on a single enemy.
Yeah, that was really quite dumb.
Oh wow.
Really quite dumb.
You really screwed yourself here.
You know, Joe. Immunity to burning. Oh, crud.
Now we need that freeze.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
No, that guy's not even going to get close to us, though.
Nah.
Just keep throwing fireballs at the main guy and let that...
Uh-oh. I bet he was Joe. We have no more fireballs. Well, wait. Okay. Help her. Help us out. I don't know
Shit,
how much
you're
health.
getting killed.
Oh, she's got a ton of health though. Should I heal now, or can I last one more turn?
It's up to you, man. It's gonna be a risk.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, take that risk. Okay, I would definitely use the potion now.
Yes. All right. Well, he's almost dead. You just gotta, slowly meander over there.
Yep.
Okay. That's not the way
That's a
to do it.
knockback. I mean, we don't have a lot of tools here.
No.
Wait, do we still have a potion?
We have 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this guy's toast.
You think?
Yeah.
He better be. So here's the thing. It's turn-based. So if I move here, they both get the opportunity to attack me first.
Yeah, they're gonna get an attack of opportunity,
But-
as us nerds say.
But if I don't attack, if I don't move forward, this guy will throw rocks at us. I guess I just have to do it. I think I just have to do it.
Okay. Brace yourself. Oh no, I was gonna say she stunned it so that it didn't get to attack the turn, but she did.
All right, cool. Adds down. Adds down. Ow.
He countered.
What a jerk.
I'd like to make a counter out of his body. I could.
A counter?
Yeah.
How would you do
like
it?
a countertop.
Oh, I see. Out of... Whoa. What? That's really uncalled for, sir.
Yeah, those guys they're all slamming.
They're all come on and slamming. Oh my god.
Yeah, that knockback is brutal.
Let's see. I guess I'll do it here. Hopefully it'll hit both of them. Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh. I guess you have to target a specific enemy and then it's around them. Oh, what?
Did it hit the other one, though?
No.
It didn't.
I don't think it did.
Did that just fall off the edge?
No, that's just part of the effect. That's been happening this whole time, that ground effect. He's just off screen now.
He's off screen. We just can't see him?
Yeah, he's in the fog of war,
okay,
so to speak.
okay. Yeah.
It's like that Bastion effect a little bit, Bastion does the same thing with its terrain.
Yeah, true.
I like that look.
It is neat.
It's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, though, with a dungeon crawler. I guess it's supposed to represent the, the shroud of war.
It's darkness, yeah. You would think
Yeah.
maybe it would just fade out. That would probably be a more accurate effect, but this looks cooler, in my opinion, having the tiles fall away like that.
Yeah. It does. Oh, crap. Okay, didn't mean to do that. This fight's harder than I thought it was going to be.
So yeah, it's like in a tabletop game, this is kind of like the visual of a tabletop game, because those candles, you can see around where those candles are, because obviously they're a light source,
right.
And you can see around our characters because they're our characters. I don't know. I can't really say we're able to see some amount of space in front of us.
All right, I find the knockback
and around us
slightly obnoxious.
Yeah, this looks brutal.
I wish this boss didn't have a knockback.
Yeah, this might be random. Maybe it's not always this guy. Maybe it's like a giant other type of enemy that's less annoying. But that seemed really annoying.
Yeah,
trying to get to him. We used a lot of potions. Well, two, right? But
I'm sure there's some item that we could have had or used, or some equipment to prevent knockbacks, but we didn't have it.
Wasn't there a treasure chest? Did we get that already? There's a treasure chest over to the right.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah,
let's
snag that.
Look at it. You also get a bonus if you clear all the enemies on a floor. You get an experience bonus, and you get an experience bonus if you clear all the treasure chests.
Mm-hmm.
So you're super highly incentivized to do that.
Did we do that?
I don't know.
No, there's an area in the right here.
Oh, and this one too, right there. Yeah.
So we missed a couple areas, so we can either go back or we'll keep going.
Let's keep going. For all the money.
Go back, you mean? Oh, for all the money. Yeah.
All the money. No whammies, as they say.
Who says that?
The guys on that show. Name your whammy. What's the show called?
I don't know.
That's my whammy. Oh, cool. Hunter's Bow. Oh, God, it's these guys. Oh, God.
The knockback fellas. That's what they're...
They prefer the term knockback bros. Oh, good. Knock forward bros.
Maybe it's random. I think it's probably just random.
Yeah, it might be.
Been playing a tile-based game recently called Duelist.
Duelist. We mentioned that at the beginning of this episode, didn't we?
We did? No, I don't think we talked about Duelist, did we?
We did. We mentioned it with regards to graphics. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Joe. This is the enemy on the... Well, it's not the cover of the game, but on the Steam page and the splash screen, this enemy. On the title screen.
He's like a beholder from
he is.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, you stupid rock
you
monsters.
You ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
Not in real life, because...
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
But I played Shadow over Mystara and the Tower of Doom, I think?
What's that?
The old arcade games. The Dungeons and Dragons arcade games by
brawlers?
Capcom.
They're brawlers,
yeah, they're fucking awesome, actually.
Okay, so there's tons of loot. Do we have anything? We should probably look for an upgrade at this point. Oh yeah. Yes. We do have an upgrade. What else? No. Bonus experience per kill. That sounds good. But it's only 18 experience. We need... where's it? Come on.
Mouse over.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Mouse over.
We need 15,000.
Oh, yeah.
So
18 per kill? That doesn't seem like very much at all.
No. Oh, we'll equip that, though.
I'd just use something that does more damage.
Maybe
What's
this
this character's name? Game Soup?
Game Soup? No, it's I just left it the default name.
Oh, okay.
Where does it say his name though? I feel like that would be, prominently displayed.
There's a lot to display.
What's my name?
So I'm not gonna fault them.
What's my name, bro?
You should remember your own name.
It's not my name. It's his name. Yeah, you're right. Alright, I think we're almost done here.
Come on, get it together.
Get your...
How much? You got enough health.
Weak
Wait,
overseer.
is he chasing after that? Was he chasing that wizard and beating him up?
Was he? I don't think so.
It looked like it, but maybe it was just the animation.
Oh,
I don't think he was.
I found a treasure goblin type enemy earlier when I was playing this.
Oh, really?
It was a guy that I managed to corner, and every time you hit him, he dropped money.
Oh, guy, huh?
And he looked, well, it was a goblin. He looked just like a treasure goblin from Diablo 3.
Oh, yeah. And behaved like one?
And behaved like one. He was just trying to run away every single turn.
Oh, boy, I love Diablo 3.
Okay, so there's a stat here.
There's a spear on the ground.
There is. We'll pick it up in a sec. But
okay.
What I wanted to mention is there's a stat here called Finesse, which is used for detecting secrets. Now, I haven't found any secrets that I'm aware of, but I feel like if there was going to be a secret, it would be there, or it would be like in the off-colored wall tile or something like that.
The walls aren't really off-colored, though. They're just based on your distance from them. It's a light effect.
Yes, you're right. So, my question is, where are all the secrets?
I wonder how they program that lighting effect there.
I don't know.
Actually, we can probably figure it out, but let's not.
Cool. Let's not. No.
Unless we need to make a lighting effect in the game at some point, then we'll figure it out.
I don't think we'll have to anytime soon.
No.
Skip our turn, see if he comes. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Sucker.
What a moron.
See, that's what's supposed to happen. That's what's supposed to happen. Then it's easy.
He's hiding behind a barrel that...
He is.
Hey, he cracked that open for you. What a nice fella.
Thanks, bro.
With his blue hand.
Take my ghostly money! We just bashed him. We're really kind of the rude guys here.
Well, we're invading their dungeon.
Yeah, they offered us money.
Is this retaliatory, or are we just...
This is actually the story of a gang war between wizards and monsters.
It is?
Sure, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it. We're invading their territory, taking all their gold. Yeah. Okay, so we just cleared the entire floor of enemies. And I'm guessing this treasure chest is the last treasure chest. Let's go ahead and try it. Yes. Perfect.
I love Diablo 3.
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
All right, so...
I was playing it for the PS4.
Oh, yeah, I've never played it for console.
It's really good. It's better, in my opinion.
What was that? Oh, there's a trap there.
Oh. She just did a Q*bert swear.
She sure did.
That's kind of cheap, though. You just teleported, and she teleported right onto a spike?
Yeah. Oh. At least it wasn't us. So here's this map screen, the hub world.
Looks pretty sweet. Yeah, this is like Bastion style. Like the platforms rise and fall. Nothing wrong with that.
So I don't know what we just unlocked. It looks like a blacksmith. Oh, it's her. She's the smithy. She's Smithy from Mario RPG.
Welcome to my smithy.
She's the smithy of her smithy.
Your name's Kyveth.
Kyveth. Yeah, Kyveth. Rolls off the tongue. Okay. I'm glad you're staying in Antrit to help us. So there is a story, by the way. Maybe we'll get back to showing that a little bit later at the very beginning of the game. I'll be the best blacksmith in our little town. Our little town...
Yeah, this really is like Bastion, because Bastion had like a layout sort of like this.
Yeah.
You didn't like click on it, you ran through it and went to the different... Yeah, this is very... Very similar.
Ooh, okay.
Definitely some kind of an influence, I think, coming from Bastion here. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. So you can upgrade vendors to improve their goods. Selling items reduces the upgrade cost. So now it's 2,000. And a sledgehammer. I don't have a sledgehammer. Oh, that's one of these games, man. This is one of those games that sucks me in. That's for sure. Wow. Cool. Okay, yeah. I'm getting a lot of vibes from this game that I would spend many late nights playing it.
Yeah, I'm like...
I hope that doesn't happen. Well, I do hope it does, actually.
I start glazing over sometimes when there's just inventory management in general. I've always been like that, though.
Look how simple it is. It's
it is very simple, and the graphics are very colorful. They're colorful. As far as inventory management goes, this looks...
Oh, look, it's free. We don't have a sledgehammer.
Oh, you need a sledgehammer. Free gold, but you need a sledgehammer.
Why don't you just... come on, dude. I won't tell you.
Yeah, nothing with this game in particular. This actually... The UI, it's amazing. Well, I can't say enough nice things about it, but...
It's hard to do a UI really well.
In general, I'm just... inventory management is not my favorite thing in games. It's something that I do just to get out of the way so that I can get back to the fun part of the gameplay.
Do we have a sledgehammer that we just sold? No. Where do we get a sledgehammer?
From the 1980s television program, Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer, yeah, that cop drama.
Cop drama? I think it was more of a comedy show.
Cop satire. I've been practicing my spells and fighting. Oh, this is the other guy. We found this guy in the first dungeon. In the tutorial dungeon. So, actually, we can probably recruit him this time. Let's see. Oh, vault. Okay, so this is your permanent storage, like your stash area. As you can see, we have nothing in there.
Upgrade storage for 4,000. That's something you're probably going to want to do pretty soon.
Yeah.
You're alive.
I'm relieved. Okay. I think you're ready for it to... Oh, good. The Master Wizard of Ice. To channel magic through a powerful new rift. You must close it. That's about the extent of the storytelling in the game at this point. After you start the game, of course. Okay, so this is a fully rested pet. Once
So you get a pet and a companion?
It does seem that way, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And after you complete a dungeon... Well, after the first dungeon was completed, I had to wait. There was a cooldown on this guy. So I couldn't take him into that dungeon that we just finished.
Oh, like Darkest Dungeon.
Sort of, yeah.
Like Darkest Dungeon, you can't take the same character with you 2 times in a row. Yeah. And this is similar to that. It's a decent balancing mechanic.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. A lot of things in this game, nothing wrong with.
No, nothing wrong with it. Frozen Rift. Oh, okay, so that's fully lit up now.
This is a pretty good game so far.
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I feel like it just takes a lot of other mechanics from games that have been proven to work very well and presents it all in a very clean fashion.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I'm cool with that.
That's what everything is now. It's just combining elements from... That's what all art pretty much is now,
yeah,
but games, of course, are not excluded from that.
I'm going to clean you out, lady. I'm going to clean you out.
Yeah, we need those spells and some potions. Don't forget about the potions.
Oh.
Only allowed 5. Yeah, I like when they limit the number of potions because it can feel really cheap. If you just bring 99 potions, you just can't lose. So like Castlevania or Metroidvania style Castlevania games are like that.
Yeah.
Where you can just cheese your way through the game by using potions over and over again. But when I play through them by myself, like especially the first time, I like to play them without using potions.
Yeah, if you just cheese it with potions, then you're not really learning anything or mastering it.
Yeah. So it usually takes a few tries to beat each boss. Especially the last bosses can be pretty hard in those Metroidvania style games without using a potion. But...
Oh god, our companion turned into a walnut!
Oh my god. You killed her.
Oh no.
You killed her with a staff.
She deserved it. What is this?
I was just crying into my hands.
Into your hands?
My hands.
My hands. My hands.
Stop making fun of me. Yeah, this is even more Bastion-like than before.
Look at this hand.
I haven't really seen anything since Bastion
that did this?
Like levels that construct themselves like this as you move through them. Has anything else done it?
I was trying to think of...
I can't think of anything, but if you guys know anything, leave it in the comments. Speaking of comments, here's something we forgot to do recently. We ask for comments all the time, and I forgot to do comments of the week.
Oh.
Guess what I did with comments of the week? I didn't type it. I copy pasted it into a WordPad file. I didn't even email it to Ed. So, or whatever.
This man uses WordPad.
I actually do use WordPad. I do use WordPad. Now you can make fun of me for that. So yeah, we're not doing comments of the week this week. It's going to be like comments of the last 2 months by the time we do comments of the week again.
That's cool. But
yeah,
also,
but what we forgot to do was mention that if you appreciate what we do, we don't have ads. We don't waste your time with YouTube ads here on Game Soup. So if you value what we do, the only way that we get any kind of, not profit, but just any kind of support. Right now, we're just using any donations that we get to improve the quality of the show. We're trying to get a new microphone and some other equipment. So we don't waste your guys' time with YouTube ads. So if you appreciate what we do, check out the description box below. We accept PayPal, Bitcoin, and we now have a Patreon account. So $3 isn't money. That's what we generally request if you appreciate what we do. But of course, more higher amounts of donations are also appreciated.
We won't say no.
Check it out in the description. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks. I'm really glad that what are we, like half an hour in now? I'm really glad that we we just forgot about that.
Well, yeah, the viewers that are more likely to donate are probably watching through this far anyway.
True.
So
that's true. Oh, get out of the way.
We definitely appreciate it. Everybody who donates any amount,
it makes a huge difference for us. You know,
can you move through your... Oh, they swap places with you. I see. They auto-swap places with you. That's cool.
All right. It looks like this is a zone where I want to carry fire because everything here is icy. And locked. Icy and locked. There are 3 chests on this floor I can open. None of them. Huh. Is that a tile? Is that a wall or a tile? I think that's a wall. No, it's not a wall. It's a tile. All right.
You're frozen.
Frozen.
Nothing I hate more in an action game than being frozen in place or stunned.
Or stunned, yeah.
But in a turn-based game, it's not quite as annoying.
Especially for roguelites.
Yeah, it's kind of an important mechanic.
Yeah. Oh god, how did you get all the way over there?
It's from a mechanical perspective, even in an action game, it makes sense to put some kind of a stunning in a lot of games, but it doesn't feel good for the player. So it's something that I try to avoid, and that I think developers should try to avoid in an action game. But this is not an action game.
I wish I had picked that up sooner.
So freezing is A-okay.
I guess. Yeah, there are plenty of games where I don't think freezing or stunning are very fun to play with.
If you can freeze or stun enemies, that's alright.
That's cool. I mean, crowd control, you know?
Yeah.
Getting
crowd
control
is okay. Yeah, it just doesn't feel good in an action game.
Wait, area 1. Oh no, I think we went back a floor.
Yeah.
Let's go back down.
Check it out.
Alright. Where do we want to go? There? I think there. Wait, what? Oh no, wait, this is the guy. This is the guy we were supposed to rescue.
Yeah, we rescued him!
Okay, I should pay closer attention to what we're supposed to do. No, not there, not there. If only I had paid attention. It's hard to talk and play at the same time.
Yeah, it sure is. We've mentioned that several times on GS.
Oh, destroy the guild wizard.
And sometimes we get comments on people saying that we missed stuff, but it really is. If you've ever made an LP before, you'll know how it is.
Yeah, made an album and put it out as an LP, like a 5-track LP, you'll know. You'll know.
Wouldn't that be more of an EP, unless the songs are really long?
I don't even know what an LP is. Is that when it's 12 tracks? All I know is that an EP. No, you're right. EP is 5 tracks and LP is 12 tracks. That's the rule, right?
It is, really?
I don't know. I'm just kind of making that up.
Oh, EPs are usually shorter.
That's what I heard. You know, I heard that back when they used to have tapes.
It's an old... I think it's from records, actually.
Like the size of the record,
I think EP is extended play, which doesn't make any sense because LPs are longer. I don't know. It's before our time.
Well, just barely.
I just know when it's EP that it just means short.
Yeah,
it just means short album to me.
But why? I don't know. Oh, cool, dude. That's really nice of you. I'm so glad you were there. Don't these remind you of those Yetis in Nuclear Throne? The ones that charge you?
Yetis? Oh yeah, kind of, yeah.
Or what are they, like snow monsters?
They're posture. But those things in Nuclear Throne had much larger arms.
And they wreck you in like a single hit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was a dangerous game. Oh man, the adrenaline of that game.
Yeah. It takes a special game to give you adrenaline.
Such as Time Crisis 2.
Oh yeah. Hey, we have some videos we should upload. Do you think anybody will actually be interested in that?
I don't know.
So, okay, backstory. Joe and I are... I'm going to be modest here. We're the best Time Crisis 2 players on the Eastern Coast. I'll say that.
Some of the best.
Yeah, I think we're the best. I mean, I think we're the best. And we recently got some footage of us playing, so... I want to be super humble and super modest. We're the best.
Look at all these ice spots.
Yeah, what up, dudes? It's cold in here.
What do the ice spots do to you? Oh, they send you flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got footage of us, what am I going to say? Oh yeah, beating the game without spending a second credit, so like a 1 credit clear.
Yeah, we each got a 1 credit clear, and we got a very, very high score at an arcade recently.
Yeah, it was fun.
And then we have video footage of it. it's decent. That's decent quality, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's in a noisy arcade and everything.
Yeah,
So.
it is. But it very clearly shows our faces in reflection.
I don't know. Maybe
So-
we'll release it as like a Patreon bonus or something. We
Yeah,
can do that.
yeah.
Or and also for a Patreon bonus coming pretty soon. I don't know, in the next couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, we're gonna put up our homemade game soup.
Oh yeah.
Games. There was I wish I could remember who posted it, but it was in the comments section. One of our commenters wrote that we should give those away.
Yeah,
we should post those
that's
as
such
like
a great idea.
as a benefit.
Yeah.
For subbing on our Patreon. So we are going to be doing that
Definitely,
whenever I get around to it.
Yeah. That's such a great idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that at all. It just completely
Yeah.
slipped my mind, you know?
I'm thinking we'll probably do it at like the $10.
Oh.
The $10 a month. What's it called? $10 a month
tier.
Yeah, that tier. Maybe make it more simple. Make the Patreon page
Yeah.
more simple and just do like the $3 isn't money tier and the $10 tier.
Yeah. And then the $1,000 tier if you're really crazy.
Don't say crazy. If you're really cool.
if you're really cool.
You mean cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I think we're about to get a sledgehammer. This guy sounds like he has, hey dude, you want to buy some sledgehammers? He sounds like that kind of guy, you know?
Yeah, maybe we'll get
Oh, he can hook us up.
one of those Middle Eastern princes that really likes game design. Maybe he'll do the $1,000.
I've never met one of those.
No, I haven't either. But they're around.
The Middle Eastern princes who love game design.
No, not that love game design.
Oh.
But there are a bunch of Middle Eastern princes that like throw money around.
What are all these princes doing? Why are they all princes? They're all princes of different countries?
I don't know. They have kind of an archaic society where they still have princes.
I guess.
I guess they have princes in England and stuff too, don't they? I don't know.
Yeah, like Princess Diana.
You can tell I'm a very worldly man.
Yeah, we're not. Although I do watch a lot of English shows,
You do?
television shows.
Actually, they have kind of a funny, goofy sense of humor. I used to like that. Are You Being Served? They used to show reruns of that. I think on PBS.
I haven't seen that.
I think I liked that when I was a kid.
Is that a scripted show?
Yeah.
I've been watching Sherlock recently. That's the only thing I've
Oh
seen.
yeah, my wife was watching that.
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
really good. I just watched.
I think I've seen every episode of it.
There's only
most of them.
There's only 10 of them now. I think there's 3 seasons and a special.
Yeah, I might have seen all of them. I don't think I saw the special. I saw a lot of them though. Yeah, I liked it though. Like
Yeah.
as far as that type of show goes, it was pretty fun. Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
And Martin Freeman is great. And both of them are great actors.
Who's Martin? Is Martin Freeman Watson?
Watson,
Okay,
yeah.
I know Cumberbatch, but I didn't remember the other guy's name.
Look at all these dudes! Alright, this is not looking too hot. I think
Yeah,
it's time for
there's
some
way
fire.
too many dudes.
Yeah, I did not-
they're probably weak to resistance, ice, weakness, fire.
Yeah, but
There's so many of them.
Yeah,
I think
I know.
we're fucked here.
there's just too many of them.
Well, we got 5 potions though.
Oh, yeah.
You're almost dead. I think
Also-
it's time to potion because these guys are just gonna surround. These guys are gonna surround you and
Nah.
all hit you. Really?
Oh, that's what happened. What happened? He didn't take a lot of damage.
Yeah, they're taking their turns and beating the crap out of you. I decided to censor myself after swearing like 17 times this episode.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
use the potion.
This is bad. This is bad. I'm trying to leave. I want to go over here.
This is bad.
Here's what we can do. If we just take a step this way, this ice will carry us all the way out like
Yeah,
that.
luckily you're not taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah. Oh, they're shielding each
Didn't
other.
Oro have like an ice mechanic sort of like this? I think
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
I really like that game.
Oh, I'm stunned, so
We
I can't
played
even...
that a few months ago on GS.
That was fun. Well, I would like to just get out of here. Success. Look at this owl! He's not doing anything! How dare you! Come back and fight for me.
Yeah, Oro was simple.
Yeah. Well...
Well, the mechanics of it were simple. I should say there wasn't a lot of inventory management. I should say it was mostly focused purely on on the action, on the turn-based.
Yeah.
On this, what you're doing right now.
Right.
Oro was mostly focused on this, and it concentrated on balancing the strategy of this. Whereas this is a little bit more. It's half this and probably half in-town inventory management.
Oh no! It didn't kill him.
And other management, character management, level up management. Whereas Oro was a little bit more streamlined.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit more my speed. This might be a little bit more Ed's speed, I think.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, you know, it keeps all the traditional RPG elements that you would expect. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. This is definitely my speed of game.
Your speed.
My speed of game.
Yeah, let's keep using the word speed.
Why?
I don't know.
So what else? What else? I saw Sherlock. What else? I don't know. I haven't watched anything good recently. What else have I watched?
The debates.
The debates.
We're almost at the end of the episode, so we'll talk about the debates on the next one.
Last night there were presidential debates.
Yeah, it was something.
It was something.
I don't think I've never watched a presidential debate before, actually.
No, me neither.
The only time I ever watched it, probably maybe the only time I ever will. I might watch the next ones. I don't know. I guess we can just talk about it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched about an hour and a half and was like,
I watched most of it. I took a break because it was getting kind of boring, actually.
Yeah.
I was getting kind of bored, but I did watch the beginning and the end, and I watched most of it. But I didn't like that moderator guy.
Oh, Lester Holt?
Yeah, he was kind of a dick. I think he was interrupting too much and not.
Well,
he wasn't.
I don't know.
He didn't seem. He seemed a little partial to one side, which I know a lot of people have said, but. I never heard of the guy before, but now I don't like him.
Oh, stop that! Stop that,
What
you.
else? I don't know. Who won? Who cares?
Who won? Who cares?
We're not real political guys here on GS.
Not yet.
You know, I wanted to see the spectacle, and I have been. This is probably the only time I've ever really followed politics in my life because it's such a spectacle. This political season, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I never will follow politics again after this. But it's interesting right now. How polarizing the candidates are, and the amount of drama and nonsense going on. And yeah, the debates really exemplified that, especially at the end, how dirty it got.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I'm talking about if you watched it.
Oh, there's one more. I think there's one more. Jesus. This gets pretty intense. Like, these fights take a long time. Do we have an enhanced experience still? Yes, for 3 turns.
But yeah, I don't regret watching it.
No.
It was interesting and had some oh shit moments, you know?
I mean, in the past, the presidential debates have sometimes decided the election.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they are probably gonna. I think that debate last night is probably gonna help decide.
Yeah, it might. It might. I mean, what was it? I think there's a fact that the first presidential election that was ever televised led to. Well, I forget who it was and who was debating who, but it was huge in determining, you know, the actual person that was elected. God, I wish I knew more about history, but I don't. We're gonna skip a turn here.
Yeah, if we spent all the time that we spent playing video games and analyzing video games and making game soup on learning history, we'd know a lot about history, but I'd rather know a lot about video games.
I'd rather just play video games.
It's
Yeah.
more fun.
Yeah.
If you're gonna waste your life on politics and history, and I mean, and maybe it's not a waste if that's what you want to do for your job, but it's like a hobby. It's kind of like sports. If that's your thing, then by all means pay attention to politics if you're really that into it. Like I don't give a shit about politics. I never thought I would, but this is such a spectacle. It's like a reality show. You can't take your eyes away from it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, after this election season, it's gonna be business as usual.
Although that's always sort of an interesting thing, how every election, every 4 years, it's always a completely, you know, it's usually two new faces. But
Yeah.
but the matchup between the two, the opponents, I guess, is always something that's completely unique every 4 years. It's always got its own flavor.
It always seems the same to me,
Oh,
actually.
really? I disagree. Do I want this? Do I want to...
Like, I feel like Obama was different in 2008. He felt different, but then he turned out to be kind of the same as everybody else.
Wait, this is equipped? Oh, no, I don't want that.
As all the other politicians. And I kind of feel like that might happen again with either of the candidates this time. Like, they fool you once, and then they fool you again. They just keep fooling me.
Just keep fooling.
I don't know.
Oh, who knows? It's politics. A topic about which we know absolutely nothing.
Well, I know a little, but not very much, so...
Yeah, kiddos.
Anyway, this may be the last time you ever hear us talk about politics on GS.
Really?
Probably.
You think?
About politics itself. We might talk about
I
issues.
was going to say we always talk about politics.
No, we don't.
Yeah, always.
Oh, okay.
We always try not to.
We usually talk about video games.
Yeah, that's... Oh, Jesus.
I'd say 90% of our talk on GS is about video games, and the other talk is about demons.
Okay, if you're out there and you're listening to this, I want you to go through this episode minute by minute and write down what we're talking about every minute.
Yeah, make like a show notes for us so that you can see what we talked about. It's going to be it's just going to say we talked about, what's this game called? Rogue Wizards?
Rogue Wizards.
Yeah, Rogue Wizards. We mostly talked about Rogue Wizards.
Cool.
And then we talked about the debates for like 4 minutes. And then we talked about Rogue Wizards again.
Which I'm happy to do. Let's see. Let's get our stats here. Do we want damage, defense, or finesse? I guess defense. Because I seem to be getting hit a lot. Alright, cool. You want to try this out? Stalagmites. Oh!
It makes a wall.
It sure does.
That's pretty sweet.
That is not...
And you can smash through that own wall.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
That's not what I was expecting, though.
No.
I was expecting to decide, oh, I can't get through here even.
No, you have to smash your own... That was kind of a waste of... I think that's what you want to do, like, maybe if you're in trouble, to push some enemies away from you.
In fact, like, right now even. But, yeah, alright. Maybe we'll try to find a better use for it.
This is really cool.
I'm really enjoying this game, actually. Quite a lot. It's a good game to relax with.
I was gonna say, since the topic is already passed.
Oh yeah.
But I think way too many people call things that are serious, when you talk about like a serious issue, they just call it politics. But politics is talking about like politicians and policies. It's not necessarily talking about something like war, maybe. You know what I'm talking about? It's not all politics. Just because it's a serious issue doesn't mean it's necessarily politics.
Right. Yeah, I guess I see that.
Like, I don't give a shit about politicians, any particular politician.
No.
Or any particular side.
But they're considered political issues, even though they're not. Like, you're right, they're human issues and social issues, you know? But they frequently get umbrellaed under politics because they're frequently mentioned in politics, and, you know, a person's view on them depends where they sit in politics, in general. So yeah, maybe the connection isn't always... I don't know, I think there is generally some sort of connection, but even when there might not necessarily... Oh. Even when there shouldn't be, maybe. Okay. Terrestrial staff. What do we got? Critical hit damage! 250! Cool. This is a long dungeon. This is only the second dungeon of the game.
We're doing alright, though.
We're doing alright?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should try and finish this dungeon, but...
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll at least finish this dungeon. Take a quick look back at the hub world.
I don't know if we'll have time to do another dungeon, but I want to see what happens after this. Did you just step onto an affected area?
I don't think
so.
Did I? No, I think I don't know.
There's just like some electricity effect going on there.
Oh, shocking. Oh!
Yeah, they really do. They charge you like those bastards in Nuke Throne. Oh god, Nuke Throne.
Oh god, Nuke Throne. Rogue Wizards. What was this game? It was $15, that's right.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the price again.
Quite a value.
What a bargain!
All these games, like almost all these games now, are such a value because they don't have to pay for the distribution. Well, I guess the distribution cost is the Steam.
Yeah, but I mean, by and large.
But you don't have to print a bunch of game cases, and you don't have to stamp a bunch of discs.
I mean, people do that now just as a bonus collector's edition.
Yeah, like for a bigger game, but it's so nice now that anybody can release a game, so you get so many gems. Like, this seems to be a gem from our experience with it so far. And this game, I mean, maybe it wouldn't have come out if we didn't have such easy distribution platforms via the internet. So, I love the state of video games right now. There's so many creative new games coming out, and new ideas being explored, and old ideas being polished. Like this, so many great games. There's just there's too many great games to play.
There are. It's a great problem, really, though. To have.
It's a good problem to have. That's not even a problem, really. I would call that a boon.
A boon.
A boon. Yeah, that's the word that I use. I use it almost every day.
Oh dear Lord. That's frustrating.
Oh man.
Stop icing me. It kind of reminds me of those slide puzzles in Zelda Ocarina of Time.
There's also puzzles like that in Golden Sun. Like where you'd slide things across those log pushing puzzles.
I didn't love those, man.
You didn't love those?
They're okay.
They're alright.
They're okay. Log pushing puzzles. Who needs them?
Better than box pushing puzzles, I guess. Yeah, I don't.
God,
that's one thing that I don't want to play again. Any box pushing game. You could have like maybe a little bit of box pushing puzzles mixed in with your game. Maybe if it's a Metroidvania or something, but a game that's sole mechanic is pushing boxes around. It's 2016.
Well,
I'm done with that.
There are some games that do it really well because they're not just like when you have that in an action game, it's filler, you know. But there are puzzle games that are just that can be fun, you know. But like the Resident Evil box puzzles and the Legend of Zelda box puzzles, like that was the thing to do. I
just feel like we're past that. Yeah, I mean, in Ocarina of Time, that was still the time when that was fine. There was still some design space that hadn't been explored up to that point. But
Jesus,
I feel like box pushing has been explored.
Let's go back to town now, since we've pretty much cleared this out.
We have.
Well, no, but will this take us up to the second floor, or
I believe it will.
Enter portal?
Well, we got what we wanted. We got this fella. We saved him. What else is there to do?
Okay, this is the first floor again, so we can actually just leave. Let's go ahead and leave. Let's go ahead and leave.
Okay.
I'll come back later on my own. Psych, no, just kidding. Oh, there's a boss to defeat, I bet.
Oh no.
I don't know if we're gonna make it to all that.
We can keep playing, man.
Alright.
We can just make it a long one. We've had 90-minute episodes on the Wild Game Appears series, and we only have one more episode to record tonight that we have to get done.
Oh, we're on such a tight schedule. Oh, but we're not, though. So, yeah, never mind.
We're not on a real tight schedule right now.
You know, I just want to say,
nice.
If you're still watching here, up to this point, we really want to thank you. It means a lot. And I know that we didn't plug donations until about 35 minutes into the show, and we should have done it sooner, but I totally forgot about it, and I guess we both forgot about it, right? It means a lot to us. We're really glad you're here. What's funny?
I don't know. You're just kind of rambling.
No,
it's cool, man.
Sometimes I feel like
it is kind of hard to just.
I don't think
to
people
maintain the same amount of energy for like an hour straight for an episode.
Well, no. Well, yeah. Episode. I'm just saying. That's not something I get to express very often. Is
gratitude
how much
for the viewers. Yeah. Even if you don't donate, if you just enjoy Game Soup and you're watching, and if you leave comments, we never ask for likes. I don't think we've ever asked for a like on GS.
That's kind of like
whatever.
Why do you have to do that?
If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it.
If you don't like it, dislike it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I guess I want this. I forgot to upgrade our gear.
But we do read every comment.
We do, and the bad ones make us cry. Make me cry, at least. I don't probably.
Yeah, there's some annoying ones. If you're particularly rude, I'll be rude to you in the comments. So if you want me to be rude to you in the comments, leave something really nasty in the comments.
Yeah.
And I might ignore it, but usually I write something snarky or rude back if you're rude.
Do we want? Let's get Sentinel. That sounds handy. Have another body on the battlefield, on the dance floor. Cool. So where haven't we gone yet? Let's go. Can we open this?
I like this fat guy.
He's the merchant.
I like the design of him. It's neat.
The fat guy is always a merchant. I mean, the merchant's always a fat guy.
Neat.
It's neat.
Do you want to buy one of my
worms? Do you remember that commercial?
Yeah, there's a commercial. There was a commercial for gummy worms.
Oh, Jesus.
In like the 90s, I think.
They're back.
Where the kid said, "Want to try one of my worms?" And he was in the back of the elevator, and all the adults got really creeped out.
But they were just gummy worms.
Yeah. I don't remember what brand of gummy worms
they were. The only brand of gummy worms. Oh. What is that brand?
I don't know.
It's Ollie.
Trolley?
Gummy?
Trolley? Was it Trolley?
It's Trolley, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's right.
So you look that ad up if you want to...
If you want to see the 90s. But why would you?
Yeah, I don't usually look up that old stuff.
Looking up old commercials can sometimes be funny, I guess.
A lot of things are better left untouched, though. Sometimes you have like a great memory of a game or a show or something, and then you go back and it's awful.
It's awful.
But sometimes they're as good as you remember.
How can I get here?
Like we recently on Game Soup Arcade, we went back and played Dodonpachi.
Oh yeah.
The arcade game. Awesome. Like as good as a bullet hell game that could be released today. It's fucking great.
Well, I don't have any memories of that game, but you did.
Yeah.
This looks like a mana spring, but it looks like it's actually nothing. It seems to be doing nothing. All right then. Here's another one. Another nothing. What's this? God, these floors are huge. It's kind of claustrophobic because you could just get this small space. Even though you have the map up here in the corner, you just get this very small space. Oh, look, that's the...
The map is really nice in this game.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of... God, I keep saying this. A good UI. In every game I look at, one of the probably most important thing is the UI good enough to make the game worth playing?
It's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure. It's very easy to screw up.
Because I have to make the UI pretty soon for our title.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, we don't need a UI. Our game's very simple.
It is pretty simple, but still, you need something.
Should we enter a portal?
You need some kind of a UI.
Should we
there's information to display.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I've never made UI elements or designed a UI before, so I'm a little nervous. Do you have any tips or tutorials that you can link me to? Because I don't know how to do it.
This is going to be a big boss fight. What do we need for a weapon? Let's get ready here. We're going to want to cast this guy first. Sentinel.
I'll just look at this game and copy it.
Oh,
I'll just copy the exact artwork. I'll take their sprites and we'll just...
Perfect. What's up, dude? What's wrong with your eye?
So thanks, Spellbind Studios, for your stolen assets.
He looks powerful.
JK, if you don't know of our sense of humor, we're not going to be doing that.
I'm being forced to steal magic from my beloved friends. Yeah, that's the same excuse I always use.
How can we help? Is there a way we can use to free you?
You must destroy this body. Wow.
This guy reminds me of Cool from
Zoltan
Diablo
Cool.
3. Zoltan Cool, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah. Sultan Cool.
He's such a fucking dork.
I know.
Him and the Skeleton King are the... Oh, yeah,
Wait,
the
what?
Skeleton King.
Oh, I thought I equipped this already. Yeah, the Skeleton King. God, all the enemies in that game were dorks.
The Skeleton King especially.
Yeah.
We have we had an inside joke. This is from before GS, but we used to make fun of the Skeleton King mercilessly.
Oh, I am doing it. I'm so stupid. That's what that thing is. I keep using it. All right, let's equip.
It's the Lagmites.
No, we want to freeze this guy.
Okay.
We want to make him. We want to chill out a little bit. You know, the obligatory cold joke. This guy might wreck us. He might wreck us.
Ooh, you only have 5 potions.
Yeah. And I'm frozen this turn.
Yeah.
Wonder what happens if you die.
You better use that potion.
I'm feeling ballsy. I'll do it next turn. Oh, he resisted it. Oh, his weakness is fire, and we have no fireball.
Oh god, cool. Oh, I'm falling apart here.
Oh no! Our companion died.
I'm falling apart mentally and physically.
That's timed at least. Okay, I gotta heal. Gotta heal. Well, this is a problem.
It seems pretty fair so far. Like the learning curve, you don't take ridiculous amounts of damage.
Yeah.
Early on.
Ow. Dude. Why'd you go so far away?
I think this guy's the dork of this game.
He's pretty strong though for a dork.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
Well, the Skeleton King's pretty strong the first time you encounter him. No, not really. He's the first boss.
Oh my god. I'm doing like no damage at all. He's level 6 though.
Pop him in the head.
Pop him in the head? You think that'll do it?
Yeah, just give him a smack.
Give him the old 1-2.
For whatever reason, that was really funny. that sound effect. Maybe because I just imagine him getting popped in the head and just whining.
Just popped.
Whining about it.
So it takes a turn to change your weapon, whatever you have equipped. Oh. Alright then. This is bad. I think I'm dead.
Yeah, we're getting... Oh my god! Holy shit! We were killed by Zoltan Cool, his cousin.
Now what?
Well, we get to see what happens when you die, I guess. Yeah, this is really cool. I like this. This might be my favorite part of the game. This HUD. This
map screen.
Hub with a B. That's the word I was looking for.
Well, it seems that nothing bad happened other than we just got sent back to the beginning.
Yeah, you probably just got to go back in and do that. Do we get to save? Did we save that guy at least? Maybe we not. Maybe not. Maybe we just got to do it again. Do you keep your progress? Your level up?
I think we kept the items and everything because
that's nice.
We kept our level.
That is always nice when they let you keep your items, but maybe you just have to redo the level. But now you're a little bit stronger because you got some items out of it.
Yeah, you know what game did that really well? Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG. Yep.
All right. Well, we got back to the hub one way or another. Let's see. Let's see if we can find that guy again.
Colorful graphics. like in Super Mario RPG.
So
So there's another comparison to Super Mario RPG. I don't know.
Here's another
Just
weird
running-
thing.
Yeah, what's up?
This guy's actually on a real time cooldown. Isn't that kind of weird? It's not like complete one dungeon.
That is weird.
It's a real time.
minutes cooldown.
Yeah, I wonder if this game is on mobile too. I get the feeling that it is. It feels
That
like it
is
has
kind of a mobile-ish mechanic. So if you go away from the game and then you come back,
Yeah, maybe.
like later on in the day, maybe he'll be reset. Maybe
Yeah.
it goes off like your clock or something.
But also, it has the interface for a mobile game. If it's not on mobile, it should be. But I'm gonna just make a wild guess that it is.
But it doesn't feel like a mobile port at all.
No,
It doesn't feel like it was just like a rush to mobile port like
feels
a
like
lot
it
of
was,
games are.
yeah, designed for PC and mobile simultaneously. If it is on mobile,
Yeah.
yeah, like it feels like they thought about it.
I mean, first impressions?
I've been a big fan of the game so far, from what I've played. Sword of the Infinite. That sounds great. Yeah, I've been a really big fan of it. I like the UI. Like I said, good UI. Visuals are really nice. I like the gameplay, even though it's super slow. It's kind of my speed, and I think it's pretty tactical and has potential to be even a lot more tactical than this.
This one gets the GS thumbs up, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
$15 on Steam.
Yeah, it's Rogue Wizards.
bargain.
Yeah, go ahead and check it out now.